All right, today we're going to dive into a book that, honestly, was a massive deal when it came out, The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. Now, on the surface, it reads like this thrilling adventure story, but underneath, it's really a roadmap, a step-by-step guide to this huge spiritual awakening. So you ready? Let's break down what these insights are all about. So right from the get-go, the book drops this huge idea that there's a massive shift in consciousness happening right now. And the thing is, you might already be feeling it yourself. You know that sense of restlessness, or maybe just a quiet little voice telling you there's got to be more to life than just this? Well, according to the book, that's the new awareness kicking in.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever had one of those moments? You know, a kind of random conversation with a stranger, a book that just happens to fall off a shelf right in front of you, or this sudden urge to take a different route home, and bam, your life veers off in a totally new direction? Well, the Celestine Prophecy says those meaningful coincidences are anything but random. They're actually the first breadcrumb on the trail.
And this is where the story's main thing comes in, this ancient, hidden manuscript found in Peru. What's so special about it? Well, it basically predicts that all of us, all of humanity, are about to unlock 9 insights, one right after the other. And these insights are meant to guide us into a completely new spiritual way of living. So yeah, those little coincidences, they're just the key turning in the lock.
All right, Section 1. This is where it all begins. It's all about learning to see the world in a completely new light.
So here you have this major clash of ideas. On one hand, you've got the world most of us grew up learning about, right? The universe as this big, predictable machine, just a bunch of matter and chance. But then, on the other hand, the manuscript proposes something totally different. It says the universe is actually made of this vibrant, dynamic energy. And the wild part is, it's an energy we can actually see, feel, and even influence with our thoughts.
Okay, so you might be thinking, how on earth do I start seeing this energy? Well, the cool thing is, it's not some super complicated meditation technique. The third insight says the way in is actually super simple. It's all about paying attention to beauty. Seriously, a beautiful forest, a painting that just grabs you, an absolutely mind-blowing sunset. That's your starting point. And this quote really nails it. Think about it. When you're totally captivated by something beautiful, doesn't it seem to pop? It gets sharper, the colors feel more alive, it almost seems to glow. The book says that shine isn't just in your head. That's you getting your first real peek at the actual energy field that everything is made of.
Okay, Section 2, the human conflict. So if the universe is just buzzing with all this amazing life-giving energy, why do we struggle so much? This next part really gets into the nitty-gritty of the problem.
And that's the big question, isn't it? If all this energy is out there for the taking, why do we so often feel totally drained, stressed out, and constantly butting heads with people? Well, the fourth insight comes in with an answer that is pretty shocking. So here's the bombshell claim from the manuscript. We've basically forgotten how to plug into the main power source. We become disconnected from that universal energy. And because we still need energy to function, we've started, completely unconsciously, trying to steal it from the only other source available, each other. The book says this invisible, psychological tug-of-war for energy, that's the root cause of every single human conflict.
And we don't just do this willy-nilly. No, we each develop our own go-to move, our default strategy for getting energy from people. The book has this brilliant name for it, a control drama. It's like our own personal, unconscious script we run over and over again.
And they get broken down into 4 main types. First, you've got the intimidator. They use fear and aggression. Then there's the interrogator, always poking, prodding, finding fault. The aloof character pulls back, being mysterious to draw you in. And finally, the poor me, who makes you feel guilty so you'll give them attention and energy. Now, as you look at this, I bet you can immediately picture people who fit these roles. And, let's be honest, maybe we can see a little bit of ourselves in there too. Okay, moving into Section 3, the path to connection. So we've diagnosed the problem. Now, what's the fix? The next few insights are all about showing us the way out of this mess and back to a real connection.
And this is the real game changer. The solution isn't to become a master intimidator or a better poor me. It's not about winning the energy war. The whole point is to just walk off the battlefield entirely. You do that by learning to plug back into that infinite source of energy that's all around us.
And the book gives us a pretty clear 4-step process. Step 1. You consciously fill yourself up. You do this by appreciating beauty, just like we talked about, and by feeling a sense of love for the world. Step 2. You get real with yourself. You identify your own control drama and you make a conscious choice to stop doing it. Step 3. You start listening to that inner voice, your intuition, and you follow those coincidences. And the last step, step 4, is you start actively giving your energy to other people, helping to lift them up. I mean, this just turns everything we thought we knew completely upside down, right? The whole competition model is thrown out the window. In this new way of being, the way to get more energy is to give it away. It's like by helping others, you open up your own channel to that universal source, and it just comes flooding in. It's the ultimate win-win.
All right, final section, our evolutionary destiny. So we've done the personal work, we're connecting to the source, but what's the end game? Where does this all lead for us as a species? Well, the last insight paints a pretty incredible picture of our collective future.
Yeah, so the ninth insight isn't just about you feeling good. It's a full-blown vision for the entire planet. It's all about how human civilization is going to completely transform as more and more of us start living this way. And the vision it paints is, well, it's pretty amazing. The idea is we'll start living more in tune with nature in these beautiful high-energy spots. All the stuff we need, material goods and whatnot, that'll be automated, which frees us up to focus on what really matters. Our spiritual journey. Our job, if you can call it that, just becomes growing as a person and helping everyone else do the same. Pretty wild, huh? But it gets even crazier. This whole transformation isn't just about society. The manuscript says it's going to have a literal, physical effect on us. As our collective energy level goes up and up, the actual vibration of the atoms in our bodies will start to speed up.
And as our vibration increases, our physical bodies start to change. We actually become less dense, less solid. We become lighter, more spiritual in form.
And this is it, the mind-blowing conclusion. The ultimate prophecy is that eventually, humanity's vibration will get so high that we will literally walk from this physical world into the next spiritual dimension, not by dying, but while we're still here, consciously, in our bodies. We'll basically merge the two worlds and create heaven right here on Earth. So whether you take that literally or as a powerful metaphor, the book leaves us with this one massive question to chew on. Is this what we're all here for? Is the true purpose of humanity to consciously evolve ourselves, to literally build a heaven on Earth? It's a powerful thought to end on for sure.